I've got a ton of RV cleaning hacks, tools, and products to share with you today. 34 of them, in fact. Hi there, I'm Leanne, and this is Making My Abode on the Road. I've ordered each of them by room, so I did kitchen, bathroom, and the living areas, and in each category there will either be a hack, a product, or a tool. So let's get started. Number 1, CALGON bath powder for the black tank instead of traditional black tank treatments. Just add a half a cup to the black tank after every dump and tank flush. We've been doing this for years. We have no odors and it works great. It's under $3 at Walmart for a 30-ounce box. And always remember to use plenty of water no matter what you put in your black tank. So I have this mirror here for Jeff so that he can shave in the shower. And this is so much easier because all the little hairs, it's just hard to keep clean because he shaves often. So he just shaves right here in the shower, and it works so well. He likes it too. It's just easier for him even because the sink is so small and it's just kind of hard to shave, you know? Another thing I put in here for him was his toothbrush. Some people might think this is so gross to brush your teeth in the shower, but it works well for him. I personally wouldn't want to do it. He's a messy toothbrusher, so it's definitely helped with like toothpaste splatter, and it's just helped keep it clean. Now, as far as cleaning, like cleaning the shower and the toilet, this is what I use now. And I've tried so many different things and they either choke me out or gag me. I just can't do the heavy duty stuff, but I want it to work well. You know, I want it to work like the heavy duty stuff. So I found this. I did not know that Mrs. Meyers did a tub and tile. All I do is spray it on, and I love how it foams and then just slowly goes down. It reminds me of like scrubbing bubbles. And then let it sit. And then I use that brush to scrub it. It's amazing. I love this stuff. And I'm not like gasping for air. I got this cleaning brush at Walmart. I really, really like this for the shower. First of all, because it's a big head, but then it's just kind of ergonomic. It's very easy to scrub and it just works really well. I can really kind of get in there. I've used those ones that have just like, it'll be like a kind of sponge thing and it has a handle right here and it's just really awkward to use. But I love this one. So if you can find really any kind of brush that's big and has a nice handle like that, that you can just really scrub, it just makes it a lot easier cleaning the shower. I usually hang stuff like this. I just haven't put a hook in here and I haven't put a zip tie on this yet, but that's the plan. And then it will just hang in here so that it can dry. I've been saving this little bottle in the shower. I had like a shower mist stuff in here that you spray on the walls that's supposed to help with soap scum, and it was a homemade situation. It didn't really work. You see all the soap scum on it. I'm going to use this to demonstrate how well this stuff works. I don't even feel like I have to use gloves with this stuff. It doesn't burn my hands or anything. So I'm going to let that sit and then we'll come back and scrub it. You can see it just kind of melted it off. I haven't even scrubbed yet, and it's just so much better already. This brush is nice too because the bristles are pretty stiff, but not too stiff to where you can't even like scrub well. I don't know if you know what I mean, but look at that. Isn't that crazy? That soap scum was thick on there. That's crazy. And it was just a couple minutes I had it sitting there. It works really, really well. So a couple of you left a suggestion in the comments of one of my videos to put a shower bar across the top in the back of the shower to hang wet clothes and things like that. And I love this tip. I like to put our swimsuits, sometimes I still use the hooks, the suction hooks outside. And then also I'll put like cleaning rags because, you know, when they're all wet, you don't want to stick them in your laundry. A squeegee, this, you can see it. I use this occasionally, and it does help to minimize like soap scum. So like every time after a shower, you know, if you just squeegee it, soap scum doesn't build up as fast. Number 7, I keep a Scrub Daddy sponge on a clip hook in the shower, so when I'm in there, I can clean the tops of the shower stall. The dust builds up so fast. It's so much faster and easier this way. As for the toilet, I use a Scrub Daddy sponge. I really like the Scrub Daddy sponge because that side of it is really, really stiff, especially in the cold water in the toilet. So when you get it wet with hot water, it gets really, really soft. But if you're scrubbing with cold water, that stays really hard and it just scrubs so easily. And then I have my rubber gloves just hanging here. As far as sanitary, keeping this sanitary, as soon as I'm done scrubbing the toilet, I wash my hands with the gloves on. And then I rinse this out really, really well with screaming hot water in the sink before I clean the sink. And then I get my bottle of rubbing alcohol and I spray this down, like I saturate it. And then I just let it sit there and it kills the germs. So, and then for disinfectant, I'll just spray the alcohol right on the toilet and all the areas that I want disinfected. But just for cleaning, I just use that tub and tile and it's working great. I used to use like a toilet wand, like the Clorox toilet wand. If you guys have any tips on cleaning the RV bathroom, leave them in the comments below. Okay, I've got one more that I almost forgot about. I put a hook on the side of the sink and I put a washcloth here to dry off the sink when it gets wet, because the way this sink is, and it's so small and you wash your hands and water just gets everywhere. So I keep one there and I change it out like every day. Number 10, to keep your ACs running well, you want to clean the filters often. I do this probably once a month, more often if I notice that they're dirty. You also want to clean the coils and fins outside at least once a year, but that's a video for a different time. I have found the best way to clean these is to rinse them really well with screaming hot water. It's not really necessary to use soap because they clean up so easily with hot water. You can use soap if you want, but I would say just make sure that you rinse the soap off really well so that you don't get residue buildup that might start to block the airflow. Then I dry them off really well and put them right back in. You know those teeny tiny crevices on the stair trim that dust builds up in? Use a stiff plastic brush to really get in there and brush all that dust out. You can pick one up at Dollar Tree for $1.25. This also works for the crevices on RV screen doors and RV window cracks. Number 12, a Scrub Daddy dusting sponge. It's kind of an odd little thing, but it works great for certain areas of the RV. You have to wet the sponge with water to soften it before you can use it. My favorite thing to use it for is the windowsills. It does a good job of getting the dust out from around those small screws and all those little crevices. When you're done, you just rinse out the dust and let it dry until you need to use it again. Number 13, a cordless stick vacuum. This is the one thing I could not live without when it comes to cleaning my RV. We do have a built-in central vac system, which in my opinion is absolutely useless. They might make them better now, but our fifth wheel is 3.5 years old, and from day one, I hated it. It's super handy for small jobs like vacuuming crumbs under the stove, in drawers, and kitchen drawers too. It makes it easy to get all the corners, and with the attachment, I could get cobwebs or dust that accumulate on the ceiling. The one I have is a heart from Walmart. It's the one specifically for pet hair, which it works great for, by the way. I will link it below. It's only at Walmart. It runs on a 12-volt battery, just like your power drill. Number 14, a washable microfiber duster. I found this one at TJ Maxx, but if I find a similar one on Amazon, I will link it below. It's nice to not have to keep buying Swiffers and to find a place to store them and the wand. The microfiber holds onto the dust pretty well, and when I'm done dusting, I can throw it in the washing machine and it's good to go for next time. Oh gosh, they're kind of hard to get off.
Here I come to save the day.
What you have to do is turn it this way and it like comes off. See, I got this one off. What the hell? Try this one. I got that other one off.
Is it easy?
It was pretty easy. That is so weird. Try that one right there.
Try going counterclockwise like you're supposed to, man. That'll work.
That's like so aggravating. The fact that you have to be freaking He-Man to get them off.
Yeah, you were telling me to turn the wrong way.
No, I wasn't! You're probably gonna have to get a ladder for these ones in the kitchen, and these ones are dirty. Oof. Dirty, dirty. I know one of them, I think that one right there has little bugs in it.
They're so hard, it's a lot easier.
Oh, yuck. Once you figure out how to get those stinking things off, they're really easy to clean. I just put them in the sink with a little soap and wash and dry them. Dirty water. Gross. It made a big difference. I couldn't believe how dirty they were. What are you doing? You need a break? Oh.
It's a lot of work.
This thing really works. If you have pets, you need one of these. I just vacuumed these yesterday. I'll show you how much more hair this thing gets up. And you just take it and just go like that. And you can use it on rugs. You can use it. I like to use it on the stairs because the stairs are kind of hard to vacuum. See, look at all that hair I got up just doing that. That's so gross. And this is just after vacuuming. It just gets all the little hairs that get embedded in the carpet. It helps with pet odors. I love this thing. And it's really easy to use. You don't need a whole lot of elbow grease or anything. That's gross. I love this little e-mop. I use it for all kinds of different things. I like to use this for just kind of quick little mopping jobs or for cleaning the walls. So I just kind of want to show you. Just squeeze it out and then stick it right on. It has a Velcro thing that kind of holds it on. This mop makes it super easy to clean the walls and any quick floor messes. The pads are washable and the handle extends to 5 feet, which makes it perfect for cleaning the outside of the RV windows. This also works pretty well to get behind an RV toilet if you have a small little spot back there like I do. And if you have trouble bending down, this could help. Nothing cleans, as well as getting down on your hands and knees, but my knees can't take too much of that. So this does the job most of the time. Some people say you shouldn't use a steam mop in an RV, but in 3.5 years of using it, I haven't had any problems. But I will just say, use a steam mop in your RV at your own risk. I use citric acid to clean my electric kettle. Sometimes minerals from the water build up, so I put a couple spoonfuls in and fill it with water and boil it, and then rinse it out really well. It's so easy, and look how clean it gets. Here's a bonus hack. Occasionally I use my electric kettle to boil my silverware. It just takes a couple minutes and your silverware is sanitized. Citric acid is great for cleaning anything stainless steel or anything that has water mineral spots. I use it on the sink, and I also like to use it on my silicone dish drying mat. After a while, it gets some mineral buildup, and I found that the citric acid is the easiest and fastest way to clean it. I sprinkle it on the mat with just a little bit of water and let it sit for a little bit while I go do something else. Letting it sit some makes it much easier to scrub. It only takes a few minutes. I rinse it off, let it dry a little bit, and it's good as new. I love this mat, by the way. It doesn't get stinky and mildewy like the foam ones, and it has this little hole so I can hang it up under the sink. These little hook clips are so handy. I use them all over the RV. They're stainless steel so they don't rust. This one holds a Scrub Daddy sponge that we use for cleaning the dog bowls, and I use one here to hang my sponge to dry over the sink, as well as my dishcloth on this over the cabinet towel bar. This one is adjustable, and you can find these at Dollar Tree. Number 23, an automatic foaming dish soap dispenser. I bought this on Amazon the end of November, and it was almost fully charged when I got it, so I didn't bother charging it. It's mid-January now, and I'm just now having to charge it. It came with stick-up wall mounts, so you can hang it if you want to. And you can use regular dish soap, fill it to about here, and then dilute it with water. I like to use the Dawn Platinum Foaming Dish Soap. This is the refill for the foam pump. It's very thick, so when I use it in my dispenser, I have to dilute it or it won't foam up properly. So I fill it about a quarter of the way with soap and then fill the rest of the way with water. Dr. Bronner's liquid Castile soap is awesome. It comes in all kinds of scents. The almond is my favorite. It's concentrated, so it lasts a long time. In the description below, I'll link to a couple of my blog posts for an all-purpose cleaner and a foaming hand soap recipe. Number 26, a foaming hand soap dispenser. I just personally love a foaming hand soap because it rinses off better and it's less messy than liquid hand soap. This is one of my favorite refills from Walmart. It smells so good, but usually I just make it with Dr. Bronner's. I really like to use cleaning wipes for boondocking because just to wipe up the counter as many times as I have to wipe up the counter, and then I have to constantly rinse the washcloth out. Sometimes it's just easier to use cleaning wipes for cleaning while boondocking. Rubbing alcohol is one of my go-to cleaners. It's so cheap and it works. I use it for disinfecting countertops, the toilet, and pretty much anything that needs disinfecting. It works great for TV screens and computer screens too. I use these white bar rags for cleaning. They're sturdy and thick, and I can bleach them. By the way, alcohol also works great for windows, especially by the kitchen sink where the water and all kinds of stuff splashes on them. Hello?
Hello.
What you doing?
I'm making chicken bakes.
Oh.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh, just doing some cleaning.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Baking soda is a miracle cleaner, in case you didn't know. I keep some under the sink in this old salt bottle. I saved it because it has a pour spout and a shaker side, so I thought it would be perfect for my baking soda. If you add boiling water to baking soda, it becomes a magical degreaser. The screen for the vent fan in the kitchen gets really greasy after a while, so I stop up the sink and sprinkle baking soda, and then I pour boiling water over it, and it'll create a gas, so you want to make sure that you ventilate. You'll see almost immediately the grease melts off into the water, but I like to let it sit for about 10 minutes and then the grease comes right off. You can use the same method to remove grease from washcloths too, and it acts as a bleaching agent as well. This bamboo dish strainer is so small and light, great for the RV. I have one hanging on the side of this cabinet to hang things that need to dry, like washcloths or reusable food storage bags, and this one hangs on a command hook under the sink. These silicone straw cleaners are so much better than the wire brush ones. This is a 2-pack of 2 different sizes. It came with this ring that keeps them together, and I can hang it under the sink. This stainless steel sink caddy has helped me so much to keep this stuff organized and easy to grab. It keeps the water from getting all over the counter and making a mess. The slanted tray makes it so the water goes right into the sink. And the same with this silicone mat. It's adjustable, so it can fit different faucet sizes. And when you're washing dishes and go to turn on the faucet, water drips on the mat and drains into the sink instead of making puddles on the counter. This is a great find. I love it. Okay, a bonus hack. This is for cleaning greasy pans. So take your coffee grounds and save them and dry them out. Then sprinkle them into the pan and use a spoon or a spatula to just kind of spread them around. Then dump the coffee grounds into the trash and wash as normal. The dry coffee grounds absorb the grease, so you're not putting that down your drain and into your gray tanks. You can also do this with baking soda or even a little bit of flour. What are you having for dinner tonight? Let me know in the comments. I would love some new ideas. I'm getting kind of bored. On that note, watch this video right here if you still don't know what to make for dinner. 5 easy Instant Pot dinners. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.